Well, if they all disappear, then they know I hit the wrong button.
Oh my God. Yeah, they'd know it was you. They know it wouldn't be me. Oh
Hey,
my
guys.
goodness. Hey, everybody.
Yeah, they know we're not. Yeah, they caught on to that a long time ago. Hey, guys.
Hello, everybody. We have
Thanks
PA
for
Relic
joining
Cutters.
us tonight
Mark
here
the
live
Bird,
from the
Mona.
Command Center. We got Scott, Glory,
I see Madison,
Mona,
Maine.
Madison, Maine, PA Relic Hunter,
Leanne Crawford. Welcome,
Thanks
everyone.
for joining everyone, and I know there's some more in here.
Serious question. I see the guest is Finding Goodies 2. Is there an original Finding Goodies or Finding Goodies 1 or what? You know what, Scott? That's a good question.
As soon as we get them up,
we'll
get that answer
absolutely
for you. Yep.
Jose.
Okay, see, Rachel answered it there. She created 2 for being in chat separately. Okay. We wasn't for sure.
We wasn't for sure.
I see Mark the Burgess Hunter.
I said hello to Mark.
Flores.
Yes.
Yeah, I probably butchered that last name, but forgive me. I'm
Flores.
Flores.
Shannon Dalton.
Can't pay no attention.
Welcome. Thank you guys for coming. Joanne Stegall, how are you?
I'm not going to pronounce names. I'll say your first one. Bud Files, welcome.
Talking about pronouncing names. Hey, Bud Files. I used to be in telemarketing. Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
For about 10 years.
Yeah.
And so you learn to say all of those names and pronunciate and enunciate. And so that sort of sticks. Hey, Cynthia.
You just kind of wing it the best you can.
Robert winged it. Yeah.
The best you can. Well, listen, we're yakking. We have nothing really to announce other than
we have no
tomorrow night. Yeah. You know, we've got the Digging Sundays going on now, starting off at 6 o'clock with Metal Mike and Persis. Then at 6:30 we got Team Lynch. Yep. Then we're at 7 and Hot Dog Digs at 7:30. Yep. So
and this is something just
it's just, you know,
actually this weekend
it's going to be
last weekend was us and Team Lynch, and now this weekend we have Hot Dog Digs
have some other people joining,
and Metal Mike and Perseus. So we're looking forward to that.
Hope everyone Tony comes over and checks us out tomorrow night.
Yes.
Yep. Starting at 6 o'clock.
It starts at 6. Yeah. Yep. Absolutely.
But there's Adventures with Goat, and I seen Park Rat Pat in here. Yes, welcome, and we're going to bring up
Tony. Welcome.
Yep, Tony. Watch me. I'm going to burp right here in front of everyone.
My goodness, don't do that.
Hey, Marty's Visuals or Verstal. See, I'm
Dirt Claude. Welcome.
Yeah. Let's bring Rachel up.
Let's bring Rachel up.
I was wondering.
Hey, we start chattering here, and you know how it goes.
Chattering and burping.
Yeah, chattering and burping. And we're going to go ahead and bring our guests up.
Let's do.
Let's do.
Yeah, we do.
Awesome.
Finding Goodies.
Hi, guys.
Hey, Tracy,
hi, guys. How's it going?
Okay, now I'm going to interrupt everyone real quick.
Please do.
And I'm going to set up the giveaway for tonight.
Hey, Tracy.
Okay.
So everyone, please bear with me for just.
Welcome, Dan.
A second, and there is going to be.
Yep.
Everyone's going to hashtag FG2 tonight.
Do we know why FG2? Because we have Finding Goodies 2 as our guest.
So everyone are hashtagging FG2. Just
I'll even answer the question that Rachel tried to answer.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think they're froze right now. Hey, Donna Mitchell.
Yes.
Yeah, a little froze.
There you are.
Yeah.
We were frozen for a minute.
Oops. I don't know we're live or what, but I think we lost signal from our partners.
No, they made you big.
We made you big.
Yeah. Yeah, so go ahead and play your channel name.
Okay. So, no, I think that we lose the signal from them, and the only ones we have signal right now is us. So I don't know if people are still listening to us, and I think we're gonna try to it's still the show for tonight, right?
Yeah.
We hope that you do. Absolutely.
Oh, there they are.
Yep.
There they are. So the reason we changed from Finding Goodies is because we were using Finding Goodies for a long time for our main channel. Well, Jose decided that he kind of wanted to opt out of doing videos like I do. he wants to make videos for us when we're out yard selling, antique storing, and thrift storing, and eBay. And so he wants to explain his experiment and his excitement. And
yeah, the thing is, like, if you guys remember back in the day when we started doing finding goodies, it was about metal detecting, mostly bottle digging. And we went out there looking for places, and we run into a problem that some of the places were being closed, and so one by one they're being closing, and only we left with one place, right?
We only had one place left to go, and
so me and Tracy decided to start talking what we're going to do. You know, we barely metal detecting. We have metal detectors, but the problem is, like, in the area that we were living, there are a lot of nails and a lot of stuff. We're trying to make videos metal detecting, but every time that we were going, we're discouraged to doing because all the footage was finding nails and wire. So I think that our videos were exciting to see. So that's why we decided why we need to do something, and that's why we decided to slow down on the videos, and then we talk about giving a twist to our channel. And at the time we start going yard selling and all that kind of stuff, and it's still finding goodies, right? But it's gonna be, instead of focusing on bottle digging and metal detecting, it will be about finding goodies at thrift stores, maybe yard sales. So our videos start when slow every time. But Tracy told me, you know what, I would like to keep doing bottle digging, metal detecting, maybe no too much like we were doing it, but what if I make another channel so we can transfer all those videos to my new channel, Finding Goodies 2, and keep the Finding Goodies name for whatever we want to do, yard selling or eBay, because at the time we start making eBay too. And that's the decision that we took, and that's why we have two channels. The main channel is Finding Goodies. We don't have new material yet, but we want to start producing, give the twist to that channel, and transfer the old videos to the Finding Goodies number 2. And that's why we have two channels, Finding Goodies and Finding Goodies 2. And also it's like a distinction, because Tracy, usually when we were going to visiting different channels, he was typing and they were thinking that it was me, or I was typing on the chat and they were thinking it was Tracy. So I said, you know what, I'm going to start using Finding Goodies number 2. So everyone knows when they see Finding Goodies on the chat, it's Tracy. And when they see Finding Goodies, they usually know that it's me, basically.
Yeah.
So basically, that's why we have Finding Goodies 1 and Finding Goodies 2.
And whatever I can find and record, I try to record it for that other channel.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, what would you all rather do, metal detect or bottle dig?
Bottle dig.
Yes, he's a bottle digger. Yes,
I like it. I like the bottle digging. I'm hooked on finding the marbles. I love when you're moving a rock, and
we found like 23 marbles one time in one little spot. And
wow. Marble hoard.
I've found lots of different times like that. As I don't know if you guys can see it very well, but this big old jar right here, it goes all the way down and it's completely full of marbles.
Yes.
You can see them right there.
Right there.
Yep. Sweet.
Yeah, right there.
Right there.
And I have another jar that's a big round one and it's full of marbles. Can you maybe hand it to me? I'll show it to him real quick.
Someone was making a comment about your tapestry or your picture wall hanging of the dogs playing poker.
We have one of those.
Yeah.
He's out there. Hey, Dan.
Oh, look at that.
Cool.
Oh, my goodness.
I like that.
That is nice.
Yes.
These are all my best marbles.
That's awesome.
Beautiful.
It's got dust on it because we moved here and I just never dusted anything.
Yeah,
so go ahead.
I like finding the marbles. In fact, this one right here. Oh,
yeah.
This is my bet, was the clay marble.
Oh yes, you found a good one right there.
Those are our favorites to find.
Melissa found one on that was a surface find for Melissa.
Yeah.
While we were one evening driving
Olin.
out some of the dirt roads where
Uh-huh.
we side by side, and she looked down and found that one. And this one I found digging up some old clothing
Yep.
at a home site this past, it was probably in February. And there it was, man. That
Yep.
was,
They
yeah.
probably had it in their pocket or something, and it fell with those
Probably.
clothes.
Hey, Olin.
I know someone said they look like gumballs, and they do. Marbles do look like pretty colored
Yes.
candies or gumballs.
Now I have found some like this. These two right here they're broke, and I mean they're smooth. They're broke. Let me see if I can make myself big.
One side is actually. Uh-oh.
Yeah, here we go.
Here we go. Push a
There it
button.
is.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, see how it's half.
Hey, Shane.
Broken a half. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, we're thinking
Okay.
where we found these, that where they're at in the bottle digging we've been doing, that someone was breaking bottles with slingshot and using them.
Oh,
Maybe,
yes, with
yeah.
marbles. I've seen that before.
Yes.
That's how we're finding the marbles in all the rusted glass
And all the
stuff.
bottles and stuff that we've been finding, they're busted
Everything
and
is
broken.
busted. The
Oh, now
fact
we found a few
that
like
we
that.
found two of these.
Yes.
We found two of these.
That's a cool one.
this past Saturday.
And that was a
were
cool one.
not busted. And then we found these two little mason jars.
Oh, those are cool.
Those are really, really
Yes.
cool.
Yeah. So, but everything else we're
Love 'em.
coming across is usually busted. I mean,
But
so-
boy, let me tell you, those people love their instant coffee and ketchup.
Ketchup.
Oh, yes.
they did.
Ketchup a lot. Yes.
Well, I might have contributed to the ketchup usage.
He loves ketchup too.
That's
And
my
everything.
favorite thing. I eat it with everything. I had rice the other night and I had ketchup instead of anything else.
In the chat, hashtag FG2. And tonight, actually, in this giveaway tonight,
Here he goes pushing buttons,
Yeah, I'm
guys. Oh,
pushing.
Lord, help us. Let us pray.
whoever wins tonight's giveaway is going to get the
Yeah.
first Clark's Cove Detective.
Oh, nice.
Yay,
Yay.
that's really
They are
cool.
purple with white lettering.
Yeah, you can't tell it, but they are purple with white lettering. So whoever tonight's winner is going to get officially the first.
Yep.
Other
That's
than
cool. I'll be
Other
wearing
than
that.
that,
We
we
have
have our
ours on.
first. Yeah.
And, we'll be giving away, because Melissa says I just flashed this stuff.
Yeah, he does. He just flashed it.
1896 Indian head penny. You're going to get Clark's Cove poker chip and a couple other little things and a sticker pack.
Cool.
And we're throwing in tonight a couple of marbles out of our marble collection that we have.
That's
I see your
Oh,
That's
snickering.
so awesome.
Look
Oh,
at
right.
Is it
My
petrified or is it plastic?
At me.
That was from Halloween.
Yeah, that's from Clark's Cove.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, what? Yeah, okay. They got him a
Yeah, Mark.
snake.
Well, Mark, you
My
know.
aunt don't like
I
snakes, and I
like
did
the
that one
way you
time.
Hey, Dennis. Looter 8, welcome. If we've missed anyone, I hope we haven't.
Haven't. And if you're just popping in,
Yes,
hashtag FG2 and get on tonight's giveaway.
absolutely. And
Yeah.
we'll do that here. And
Oh, sometime after a while.
yeah.
Whenever we think about it.
Hey, I tell you what, you all remind us. Is there a giveaway going on in case we forget?
case we forget,
Yeah.
How we are. We're
Robert likes to rattle, so you know.
What are some of you guys' best bottle finds being out bottle digging?
I think that hutch that I found at the 1800s dump before we moved.
Yes, that was the. I mean, that was one of the best.
Yes.
finds.
We actually found they weren't hutches. What was the other one? Blob top, I think they were.
Yes, a blob top.
We found two different blob top soda bottles in the 1800 dump, and one of them had like a big star on it. They're all in storage, so I can't really look at anything.
Yeah, one of them has like an eagle. It's like an embossed eagle, and the other one has like a star. Something.
Yeah, like a
I don't
star or
remember
something.
exactly because it was like 2 years ago.
Now,
But
what did you mean by what did he say?
What kind of top?
Top. It was.
I think it was a blob top, but it's in
I don't know
storage.
what a
So,
blob
Yeah,
top
I'm not
is.
familiar with that.
Okay, you can explain that.
well, not really. I just know the difference. I'm not like massively smart when it comes to the different bottles. I just know that if they're embossed, I want them.
Yeah, the blob top, it means that, like Tracy said, I'm not completely full of knowledge about that, but my understanding, those are the kind of production types bottles that they did back in the day when they were doing everything manually. Because some of the part of the top, there it is, my favorite. Yes, the part top of the bottle when the bottle was made, I think was applied on top. And I don't know the technique that they were using. The other day I watched actually a video somewhere on my Facebook, I think it came, and they were explaining basically with graphics that they put the glass in it and then blow it, and then it forms the bottle, and then they put the top on it. I don't know if that's the proper technique to make those bottles, but that's what they call blow tops, right?
Okay.
And blob tops are my favorite anything. If it's a blob top, I really like it.
Yes.
Team
Um,
Lynch says blob top. The top is
Yes, that's what it is.
hand blown and applied to the
Blow top,
factory made bottle.
yes, exactly.
Okay.
Yes, because right now, with every modern machinery, is just like they made it like no
Mhm.
tomorrow. So before on the day, you could actually see the seams on the side of the bottle. And if you see some of the oldest bottles, I think the seam only came to the beginning of the neck.
Which makes it 1800s
Yes.
or less.
Yes, and then they apply the neck and the top. So right now you don't see any seams at all. I think the bottles, they're just like one piece.
Yeah, those kind are my favorite. I love soda bottles. And man, before I packed them all up, I tried to take pictures. My phone got filled up too quick.
We have a lot.
Now I have a question, and this is not a jar that I found. It was one my mom and dad had, but it's a peanut butter jar, and it says Jumbo. Is it Jumbo or Dumbo?
Jumbo.
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 It may be jumbo.
Now, is that anything? I mean, is that like from the
America.
60s, 50s, or do you guys know?
I think from what I remember, it was from the 60s because Tracy actually, one of our favorite dumps that we used to go, he found one. And when I was looking information, they actually made different ones, different models of the same product, but you actually see like an elephant in it.
Yeah.
And that one, the one that Tracy found, we actually keep on our collection because we know that they're different sizes and different bottles.
Let me show you.
I like.
the one.
Yeah, let me see that one.
Oh gosh.
Now, I have a lot of
I feel the same way. I'm getting old.
here creaking.
Yeah. You can hear me snap.
Oh
crack.
yeah, I did a lot of that yesterday too,
Oh,
trying to
okay.
get up.
Yeah, let me,
I don't know how well you'll be
No.
able to see it, but it's got marbles
Yep,
in it.
it's exactly like mine, and it is as tall as mine
Yes,
too.
Yes.
yeah,
And that was the first and only one I'd ever found.
but yeah.
Hey,
I think we're gonna be releasing that video pretty soon because in the order we made them, I think the video is coming when Tracy found that jar.
I
Okay.
about like had to jump back when I found it. It
Yes.
came out and there was no cracks, no breaks or chips or anything, and I was like,
Wow.
oh my gosh.
Nice.
Yeah. I did
And
want
then-
to apologize to everybody who watches our channel as well. When I first started digging, I was cussing. I was saying, oh my God. I was saying SH.
A lot.
A lot of different stuff. Since then, which has been a couple of years, I've been not doing that. I've been trying to be a little bit better at that and not have any cuss words, not have any bad stuff. So I do want to apologize because the videos that we're putting are from before and they're being...
No
They have-
filter.
Yeah, they're not too filtered. Like when I found that snake.
I'm sure I would have said a lot worse than shoot with an eye.
Oh yeah.
I think it was Richie.
Oh, Madison, Maine. Those are marbles Melissa's mom and dad had collected. I don't
Yeah.
know where they got them from.
I have no clue.
I mean,
Yeah.
no, I don't know.
I don't know if Madison Maine's seen the ones behind us, but we've found all of those over the last 5 years. The ones that are right here.
Hey, Tom.
Jumbo
Tom.
peanut jars.
The Jumbo Peanut Butter
1890
Jar
by
started
a
in
local tea company.
1893
Yeah.
by a local tea company. Okay, cool. Thanks, Scott.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. We had information on our video, but
I
because
don't remember.
I don't remember. It's
Yeah,
been
I
a
don't
while.
remember. I need to watch it again. But that's what the information that I have in my head now.
What's your favorite kind of bottle? Clark's Cove.
Oh golly.
Oh, you know, because we really.
Right now, off the top of my head, I don't know how long she's been around, but Aunt Jemima's syrup bottles. I love
Yes,
those.
yes,
Hey,
yes.
JP.
We actually have quite a few of those.
Yes, I found like a couple of them just laying on the ground. The place we were going, it was incredible.
You could walk anywhere
Yes.
there and pick up nice bottles that are not broken, that are just laying on the surface. So you can just imagine what's underneath the ground, which my videos will show you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I
Hey,
dug them.
we've been watching you guys here just in the past week or so, just
several weeks
to
we've
get
been
caught up
watching a
on
little
things.
bit better, trying to
And
watch a little bit better. I know I watched I love where you all were digging and you found the chauffeur badge.
yes,
Oh, yes, that was one of our recent ones where I was digging in the snow and hail.
Yes, that was an awesome place you were digging at.
That's the 1800s.
That's
dump.
the 1800s dump, and that is 33 feet deep.
Wow.
And I didn't even get close to that, but I got
Yes,
really far.
in the future videos that we've been posting lately, you will see the best finds that we have on the channel, because when Tracy started digging up in that place, he made a big hole, and the deeper he went, the better the bottles were too.
Yeah, the
So
farther
that's
I
what we
dug
find,
down, the
yeah.
better. That's where I started finding my Bennington marbles.
Yes.
Okay.
And those are my favorite kind of marble.
In that bottle that
What
what
marble
sets
is
them
that?
apart? I mean, what makes them?
Benningtons are, I think there's like 3 different colors. I think there's like an orange one, a brown one, and blue ones, I think.
they're different colors actually, the Benningtons.
And the colors don't mean really anything. They're just different colors. But then there's the ones that are the Benningtons have little eyeballs. Not really.
They look like
They look
eyeballs.
like little bit of eyeballs on them, around them. And those are my favorite. I've
Yes.
actually gathered quite a few from that dome.
Yes.
That's something we know nothing about
we're
is
just,
marbles,
you know,
except some's bigger than others and some smaller.
Yes.
You know,
Well, the
that's all
bigger
we-
ones were the shooters. And then the smaller ones are the ones that the shooters would hit and spread them out.
Okay.
So
Yeah, the information that I found, those Benningtons, they were start making them like around in 1920s, if I'm correct. If someone knows better information, please let us know in the chat. But that's the information that I know, and they're made they're not made of glass. They're made of what is it called?
he's got about 100. Oh my gosh.
Wow, that's amazing. Anyway, so I think they're made like kind of ceramic material, and they were covered with paint, and that's what they look like. They've been painted. Over time, they lose their painting coat, and some of them have like a lot of eyes, like Tracy was saying. So sometimes, if you're very lucky, you can find one like it still have the color in it. Sometimes you just find the material without the paint.
I've found so many clay marbles with color still on
Clay
them.
marbles, yes.
Really?
And that's
Okay.
hard to
Yes.
find.
Now, see, I didn't know that they had colors on them.
I have this one here I found,
Yes.
which was the surface fine, and this thing is pitted. I mean, it doesn't even look like glass hardly. It
Yes.
is-
Wow.
it
And the
is-
thing is that what I
Wow,
discovered
that's
that
crazy.
back in the
That's
day,
awesome.
you know, when people didn't have a lot of money, especially to buy stuff for kids, those marbles were mass produced, and they were cheap, because the glass one was the more expensive, and they have to bring them from Europe to United States. Lately, they start making glass marbles here in the United States, but before, those clay marbles were very popular because were cheap, and that's why you can still find them on dumps.
Mhm.
Because they were easy to give for toys for kids, and they were mass produced. But after that, we start having some glass marbles here.
Yeah. Well, I got quite a few of them though.
Mhm.
Well, my mom and dad collected marbles. They go out to flea markets and the yard sales, and I've got
Every time we're at a yard sale, I pick them up. I don't care if they're new or old.
a dish over here that's full of marbles. Then I've got a what is that? What's it called?
Oh, Dutch oven.
Dutch oven full of marbles.
That's
Then
cool.
Wow.
that jar that Melissa
Sorry.
just showed. Then we have another jar full of marbles that our parents collected over the
Yeah.
years, and we kept and
So we made the decision. Robert made the decision
then in our
to
giveaways now.
start giving away
We're going to
marbles.
start giving away a couple of marbles in our giveaways.
Mandy Brown says,
Okay.
Clark's Cove, there was a marble company in West Virginia called Vitro Agate and Marble King, and there are tons in West Virginia in the ground. Very
Yes,
vintage.
we've been trying to
Wow.
find those locations
Mandy,
Yes.
we seen a video. This has been
a couple of years
couple
ago.
of years back where this dude, well, this guy, I said dude, this guy was
It's
he
okay.
was outside of Marietta,
and
Ohio,
walking a creek.
walking a creek, and he had a 5-gallon
And
bucket,
he was filled.
and he was
they were
finding
everywhere.
marbles laying
I mean,
everywhere.
they were laying.
And he said,
Wow.
if I heard and remember correctly, it was a glass factory of some sort where they did marbles and all kinds of other things. And
Wow.
that was what was put out back, I guess, as seconds or whatever.
Yeah.
And so people would go in there by the buckets and get them. And so Robert
Oh,
and
okay.
I are one of these
we're
days.
trying to track that down.
Yeah.
and see if we can get.
We
in
have
there.
our little dog is kind of
Yeah.
keeping us tied down right now from being away from home too much. So we
Oh,
grab a few hours to go detecting, and that's about the extent of it right now.
Yeah.
yeah. I tried to go yesterday and I tried a little bit today, but my detectors are not working. So
And
Not
another-
talking about marbles. I want to tell you because they're different ones, right? But there's another kind of marbles that we haven't able to find one in a while. We have seen them at thrift stores, and I don't know if you have an idea of those marbles. They call sulfites or sulfites. I don't know how to pronounce it properly, but let me show you a picture that I just found.
can you
We're
see
gonna
it?
make
Do you
big.
see it right there?
Okay.
Do you see
Okay,
it?
I see.
There you
Okay, those are glass marbles that have different animal
that one's a
shapes
dog.
inside.
go. That one's a dog.
And that is a dog.
Quick, man, could you
That's
imagine
pretty
something
cool.
like
If
that?
you can find one of those,
And they're this
yes,
big.
they're really big. We have seen one at the thrift store. They won like
I think it
$70.
was $75 or
Yes,
something.
I want to have it because we don't have any of those marbles. But if you happen to find one, just keep it because those are really cool.
You can sell them for like
Okay.
$800, $900.
Yes,
Oh,
depending
wow.
on what is inside of the marble.
Yes. Not like we're going to sell it, but you can.
Right.
I will keep it if I see it.
If I got one, I'm keeping it too.
Yes. Actually, you told me one
Stay
time.
stay out of my safe.
I think you told me. I think you told me one time that your mom or someone else found one of those
So,
marbles at that.
One of the 1800s dump that we were talking about, where we found all those cool things and those Bennington marbles. My mom had a friend go with her one time there digging, and they actually found one of those round marbles, and it had an animal in it. It was a sheep, and she sold it for like $900.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Yeah,
See, there's
Wow.
another one right there. There's like a.
that one's a bear.
Bear inside.
Yep, that's a bear.
Yeah, that's another animal.
Yeah.
So they have different ones.
That is.
They got a
nice.
whole bunch of different ones. Show them the gnome right
Wow.
there.
Oh, the gnome.
Look at this one.
Look at this one.
It's a gnome.
Enough.
Oh, now that is sweet.
That is.
Oh.
And
Yes.
these are not new. They are old.
They are
That
really
was
old.
my next question. What's the age of those?
The ages.
No idea, but the information that I know, they were made in Germany. I
Sounds like a
think.
rooster of
Okay.
some sort.
Yes, they were made in Germany. The dates might be 1920s, 1910s. No idea. I need to look again.
We'll have
for
to check into
information.
that, and we'll send you an email let you know for sure how old
Yeah,
it is.
definitely, because that's very interesting. That's something Robert and I, we don't.
But
We're not the best at telling you anything about
that's
marbles,
information that I
but
was finding when we were making those videos, so I want to put some of that in extra information in the videos as a bonus, but that's what I remember.
yeah. What about you, Rachel? What's your favorite kind of marble?
You
I
will
don't
find
know,
it a
but I
lot.
haven't found one.
Oh, you still haven't found? Well, I sent you one a long
Well,
time ago.
I kind of did find one when I went to Dead Horse Bay. Kathy Lynch spotted it, but I've been wanting to find one, so she let me pick it up. But
I remember
I
the
like
first
glass
time I ever
marbles.
heard your channel.
Busy digging, welcome.
What's that?
First time I ever heard about your channel, Rachel, I went on it and I was watching you and Jersey History Hunter. Anyway, I was watching you guys at that time, and I remember on one of the videos that you had said something about having a marble, that you needed to find your own marble.
Yeah.
And I think I sent you and Rachel, or that person and you, I sent you guys necklaces, and I think I sent you guys like a arrowhead and
Yeah,
a marble.
I got one of the arrowheads.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. We used to find arrowheads up there where we lived at one point.
You know, one of the things that happens that because we live in different areas, sometimes you're lucky finding some kind of stuff. I don't know what happened.
Hold on, they disappeared for a second.
We disappear.
There they are. Go ahead.
Okay,
well, I was saying that because we live in different areas, sometimes you see people finding stuff that you don't have in your area, and they like, oh, I have this, I have a lot of these bottles or whatever they find, and they just throw it away. And they usually like, oh my God, I wish I could have that, because you can't find it on your area. And I think that was happening here because we were able to find a lot of marbles, and maybe Rachel, she couldn't find any of those because in the area where she's living, she couldn't find marbles, but she was finding cool stuff that we don't have here.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, I also don't really bottle dig that frequently, and I tend to forget to check the dirt for marbles.
Right?
Well, sometimes that happens, but you know, you never know what's going to be in that ground.
True.
You are right.
I am, even when we metal detect, I'm always on the lookout for a marble, because I have found marbles while digging. Like I found a nickel one time and a marble laying with it. So
wow,
always found very few marbles.
Well, I think it's because mostly you guys are metal detector.
Yes.
You know, you guys do things out there in grass and stuff. But when you're out digging, is where that you have 99 more chances to find them.
And the other thing that it happens that last time, one of those times that I was going with Tracy, he was digging, and the marble was just right there.
It was right on top of right where I was digging. It was right on the top.
You don't pay attention because you're focusing and trying to find. In Tracy's case, he was trying to focusing on finding bottles. So I told him, look, there's a marble.
It wasn't even a foot from my face.
So I think that is happening with you guys. You go metal detecting. Maybe the marble is right there because you're focusing on finding something with your metal detector. You don't see them, and it can be right there in front of your eyes, so you can see them.
Like that little figurine that you got that was all metal and it sat on the front of a fire engine. Yeah, he found that on the ground too, and I fixed it all up, and I need to get it welded back together, but he found a little figurine that was made out of metal, and it had rust on it, but looked really nice.
It was
I'm having bad internet because of the snowstorm here. Oh. So I picked one of these marbles up, but you can't see it very well, dang it. Oh yeah, you can. So
hold on.
We're gonna make it bigger. Okay.
There you go.
Okay. Can you see the swirls?
Yeah.
Oh, isn't that sweet?
And it's through the whole thing. Sorry, it's through the whole thing.
Good. Okay.
And it's even on this side. Come on. You can't tell I'm left or right, can you? Anyway, it's pretty cool.
We do. Yeah, that is.
And I dug this one up. One of the times before we moved. Oh, here's the other one that I dug. Let's see if I can show you this one. This one's a little bit bigger too. Can you see a little bit?
Coloring. Yeah.
It's like a yellow color with the
Yeah, it's
swirls.
Yeah.
It
That's
looks like a
cool.
piece of candy.
That is. That's cool.
Right?
Yes.
Right? Like a gumball.
Well, I've always been partial to the clear glass ones with the swirlies in the middle.
Yes.
really?
There's different ones. A lot really beautiful.
I like all the different cat eyes, but that's mostly what you find when you're digging.
This is
Yeah.
what I just found this past Sunday. It's more clear.
Oh, that's the one that you were talking about. Okay.
Hold on. There we go.
Yes.
There you go.
Yes.
Wow.
And it's just got a little bit of brown.
Wow.
Yes.
I have some like that.
Those are called cat eyes, right?
Yeah. Well, the cat eyes are more like mostly the cat eyes are only like they have the blue streak, an orange streak, and a yellow streak.
Mhm.
Where is it? Right there.
Yeah.
Right there.
I don't think we have any.
Let me brag on another channel. Show Me Treasure Chris makes some really sweet vintage style marbles. He makes
Oh,
them.
that's
That's
cool.
cool.
Here's one kind of like you showed.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. That's
Oh,
so
that's
cool.
awesome.
Yes.
I like the design.
Yeah, that's one we found where we've been old home site hunting.
Yep.
Yeah, that's one from back in January, February
Yeah.
that we found. But yeah, I love finding the old marbles. It's
One
yeah.
thing to know about when you're out digging in a dump, if it's huge, like the one that's 33 feet deep, when you're digging in there, you always got to think, you're going to find a marble, but most of the time in those kind of dumps at the very bottom, you're going to find ones that are melted. I keep all the melted ones too.
Okay.
Oh yeah, anything I find I keep. Yeah, when it comes to the
If it's
marbles.
broken in half, I keep it. I actually glued 2 of them on this little bear stand. It's made out of wood, and one of his eyes had come off, so I glued the other side of that marble that I found on its eyeball. So now it has 2 eyes, one black one and one colored like a cat eye.
Thank you, Rob. Those of you
Peppermint
just
candy
joining,
marbles.
hashtag FG2
If you're just joining,
to get
we're
in
guys
on that giveaway.
tonight. Yep.
Cool.
Because some lucky person is going to get
Hey, we're guy in the park.
a very first
Yep.
Not a marble.
Clark's Code.
Marble.
No.
We don't want to lose our marbles. We don't want to lose our marbles.
No, we don't
got
want
a
to.
couple of marbles tonight too.
Oh yeah. So there you go, Rachel.
But she
I need to
knew
send.
we were
I need to
talking
send
about
you
work.
a purple marble. I know purple's your favorite.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, that'd be cool. Right?
Good memory
I
there.
can't say that I've seen a purple one.
At least you'll be able to find it in the mail.
We've got some here, all these marbles we've got
Yeah.
around.
Okay, so you guys bottle dump dig, but you guys also metal detect, correct?
Yes.
Yes, not often because I'm still a beginner. We've had the metal detector about 7 years, and I've only used it maybe 10 times.
Okay.
Okay,
And for
what
some
kind of
reason, it
detector
just
do
didn't
you
want to
have?
work today. We got a Garrett AT Pro, and we've got another Garrett AT Pro, but it's 250.
Yeah, it's an older model.
It's an older one.
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
And we found that one, believe it or not, for $20 at a yard sale.
Right.
Wow.
Holy
Okay.
smoke, what a
Yeah.
find.
And we found stuff with it. So does my mom. She went to the coast and found stuff in the ground. And she actually found a digger, like a metal digger, like a really nice one. She actually found that in the dirt, in the sand at the coast with it.
Okay.
It
So
was pretty
what,
cool.
which I know you said you haven't detected a whole heck of a lot, but what's been some of your nicest finds that you found?
Oh, I found a silver necklace at the coast.
Okay.
One time I found like a bracelet made of
Yes.
wire, for a baby. They have some kind of stones in it. It was really cool, but it was a long time ago. That's what I remember.
It was in one of our videos where we portrayed Jose as
Rambo.
Wambo.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a video when Jose was holding up the metal detector and he was pretending
a,
like he was shooting.
yes. Then the other one that you found in the stump, remember?
Oh yeah, that little heart pendant. So it was like a little plastic heart or something that they had, like, I don't know what it's called.
It's like a symbol of people who works in aviation, it's like a plane seen from the front, and for propellers has like a wings. It's like a symbol. I don't remember exactly the
I'm gonna
name,
try and show them.
but
You got it there.
Yeah. Good going,
it was
Manolo.
like it was encased in a heart-shaped clear plastic, so it was like a kind of a pendant.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Tracy
Rich.
found it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joanne
is
asked, why am I not talking?
Because she's listening. She don't know very much about us, I guess.
Hey, Jericho and Hercules.
Hey,
I get some in when there's a gap. Don't worry. I talk.
There you go. So it kind of looked like this.
Okay.
And you want to tell them?
Let me look over. Let me see if I can find it online because I don't remember.
You should be able to, because if you can, you'll be able to show them that piece.
Yes,
But that's what it looked like. And that inside piece that you've seen in there, it kind of looks like a cross. It was actually propellers, like wings over here and propeller up and down, like a propeller for a plane.
Okay.
Yeah. And it was encased in some kind of like mold, like a heart mold.
like a paperweight.
no, it was
No,
like
it
a
was
pendant.
like a pendant, but it was in like a
Okay,
heart
I think
thing.
I found the shape. Let me show you.
He found it.
Okay.
Making big.
So you see the wings, see the two wings on the sides,
Yep.
and the thing in the middle. That's what was inside of that thing.
Yes, someone made it like
Okay.
for like making like a kind of a pendant inside of a clear plastic heart-shaped thing. Huh.
And it had like a little hoop that had been broken off. And I think somebody maybe sat at that stump or something. Because where we were metal detecting, we did a video too. I think we posted it a while ago. Anyway, we were out there metal detecting, and I was going back and forth towards the river, and the river's like right in front of me. And right before I got to the bank, there was this big trunk. And when I swung across it, I heard something chirping, and I'm like, oh my gosh. So
inside
the log,
yeah.
I could not find it outside the log nowhere. But then when I got closer to the stump, I kept hearing it going off. And I'm like, you know what? I started peeling the bark back because the stump, it's a big old round stump. And then it's got a little bit of hollow out of the top, but then the sides, they were kind of crumbling too because it's been there for so long. And so when I went to pull that aside, I found that little pendant inside the wood.
Yes.
That's so cool.
That is.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
Yes.
It was the only thing that we found other than nails on that day.
Yes.
And he found, what was that you found? You found that other piece at that other
like a bracelet
cabin.
I was telling you. They made like a wire.
Yeah, the bracelet we found, and then we found there was one other thing that we found. It was a watch fob, and it was like an old car, like an old Model T car.
Oh yeah, yes. Also, we found that too. Yes.
Cool.
But we didn't metal detect it though.
I don't remember.
Wow.
So we did the 360 video, and it has like 3 cabins. There was one that was still standing, and the other 2 had fallen down. Well, when we got to that last one, there was actually a dump there too.
Yeah.
And so we decided not to dig because we didn't know. Okay, Mom. She's out in the front room. But anyway, she's going to make dinner. So we found that, and there was a dump there. And there was private property on the other side of the fence. So we weren't sure if this side was, public or not. So we just decided not to dig there.
Or not to come back.
Or not to go back because we didn't know if we could go there or not. So after we got done looking around and metal detecting, we just went home.
Sure.
We were going to go back, and then we thought about it. And that was a good enough video.
So now I'm going to assume, and you may have already answered this, but bottled up digging is your first and foremost love. That's what you want to do.
Bottle digging and collecting. I'm a collector. You guys really would not believe what we have. I have collected so many things since I was 12 years old. And a lot of them have gotten sold off because I've had to move or do this or do that. But I save everything. So if I get something like from someone, I usually save it in the box. I don't open it or anything like that. Like old toys. We like going in old attics. We like going in old barns and just finding stuff.
They keep digging.
So
We love the thrill of finding stuff.
oh my gosh, yes.
It might be thrifting, it might be yard selling in this case, but we love collectibles,
Uh-huh.
right?
This summer we actually went to one yard sale, and I look around for things that I want to get, but we went to this one yard sale and he was selling all kinds of rings, silver, gold. It didn't matter what kind of gold or silver it was, he had it. So we went there and I felt like he didn't know what he had when we were going through all the stuff because the stuff was really cheap.
Yeah.
We probably bought a regular cereal bowl full of silver and gold.
Wow.
For like $80, and that includes everything else we bought at their sale.
Wow.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
And so all of that is in my safe now.
Yeah,
But it
they
was a
did
lot of
know
rings.
that.
I probably got like 30 or 40 silver and gold rings.
Yeah, he has a
Wow.
lot.
Wow.
So, and I just bought a ring holder that actually you can put rings on it. I can't fit them all on it.
That's awesome.
Amazing.
I've tried. But
And you
yes,
know-
collecting and digging is my favorite thing to
What
do.
we don't get out and do a lot of is the yard sales, and
We don't.
we don't. I mean, there's plenty
Well,
of them
you
around
know,
here, but we just.
Around in this area where we're at, where someone has a yard
But
sale,
you just never know what you
you
can
never
find
know.
at
But
any time, though. But we
sometimes
just-
you look at, and I hate to say this, but sometimes you look to see how clean people are before you go there to buy anything.
True. Because if you go to somewhere and everything's just thrown on the tables, like I don't care, I just want to get rid of it.
Yeah.
Then we look, but we try not to.
But we also
Stay.
we have learned that people disregarding those yard sales, sometimes you find good stuff.
We went to yard sales and we thought, oh my gosh, this is gonna suck, and we get up there and we found stuff we can sell. And
Yeah.
we have an eBay business on eBay.
Yes, because basically what we're doing now is just going places and trying to find stuff that we can buy for cheap and flip it on eBay. And that's what we're learning. You know, sometimes those yard sales, you might say, no, it's not worth it. And then you go and you find treasures for cheap.
Very
Yeah.
cheap.
Now,
Yes.
have you guys ever
Like
watched, I'm going to have a brain freeze here now. Eric, over with,
Oh, wait just a minute.
he's in LA. He's in California.
Daggone it.
Oh
I'm
my
gonna have to look at
goodness.
my
Yeah.
American
Quest for
Pickers.
Gold.
The Quest for Gold. Eric with Quest for Gold. He does a lot of yard sales because he buys to sell, and that's
Yeah.
what he's
Yes.
mainly doing now. So if you might want to go over and check his
It's
channel
Quest
out.
and the number 4
4
gold.
gold.
His
Okay.
name is
Quest for
Eric.
Gold.
Quest for
I think
Gold.
I have him already subscribed.
Yes, we follow a lot of the guys that live in this area, and they do the same thing. They basically you go in and try to find the stuff that you can resell.
You guys
Yeah.
know who Plugs for Days is, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, he lives the next place over from us.
Okay.
He's in the same state as us. And he lives in Portland and we live in Salem.
Okay.
And so he wants us to come up there and dig with him at one of the places he likes to go and find silver. So we're going to try and hook up with him and make a whole video with that.
Quest for Gold. That's what it's
Quest
called.
for Gold.
Yes, thank you,
Right
Ma.
there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did
Thank
you already get it?
No, we're gonna look for him.
I want to take a picture of it because if I don't, I'll
so you
forget.
don't forget.
I'm such a space cadet over
Quest for
here.
Gold. Okay.
He is a
There you go.
super nice guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's a cover.
Yeah. He's a Cobra.
Awesome. Eventually, someday we'll be a cover, maybe.
Right.
Well, you know,
What is it?
they said maybe one of these days there'll be a cover.
Well, right now we're doing prospects and pledges.
Yeah.
So after the live stream, when we're in the back room, of course, we'll give you your opportunity to choose if you all want to be a pledge for life or a prospect for
Yeah.
life. And that way, when the new cover generations, when I do the new cover stuff, you all will be covers. So we'll talk about that.
Okay, that sounds good.
I've got
Also-
Ben and Rebecca over at Main Dirt Sweepers. I've got to
now, how
get a
did
hold
you
of
say
them.
that?
Yeah.
Main Dirt what?
Yeah, sweepers.
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 Not sweepers. Sweepers.
Sweepers.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Hey,
Yeah,
when
you
you
know,
watch
sweepers-
them up there enough, you'll start talking
Yeah.
like them.
Now again, those of you just joining, hashtag FG2
Yep.
to get in on tonight's giveaway.
that we might do here at the top of the hour.
Yeah,
It's
here-
going on.
Yeah.
It's not as long as it
Gosh.
has been. We
It's
have
hard
got
to
40
believe
in the
that-
house, Robert.
That's awesome.
Thank
Well,
you.
if we haven't said hi to all the 40 people, I want to say hi now.
Yes, hi to everyone. I mean, thank you for being here with us tonight.
Because we're basically paying attention up there.
Yes.
Not the chat.
Those of you not familiar with Jose and Tracie at Finding Goodies and Finding
Please
Goodies
go
too, go
over.
over and check them
Check 'em
out.
You will enjoy
I
it.
think Marlon or Rachel's probably already dropped their link,
Marlon
but if
did.
you don't care to do it again,
Marlon
Go
did. I
over.
don't have YouTube open, so I
okay,
can't.
go over and give them a look-see and tell them
Hey,
Clark's
Thomas,
Cove Detecting sent you.
907. If we
That's
wish to-
awesome, you guys. Yeah.
Thank you.
Everyone
And we're
get
actually
with-
making another video. We're starting to put videos out every Tuesday now.
Okay.
Okay, good
So,
deal.
It was kind of like all over, and I was just posting them whenever, just because I wasn't used to just posting once a week. I wanted to post more.
But let me
Wow.
tell you another thing. The other day I was looking into my videos because I was choosing what video will be next. And I found new footage that we never use. So basically last week we posted a new video that nobody have seen before. So if you have been following us for a long time, if you go to Finding Goodies 2 channel, you're going to find a new footage that you may.
Yeah, we
Never
just
seen
posted it on
before.
Tuesday,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Yeah. And
We're going to make a new one.
my best friend
Later.
Garrett, he used to go with me quite a bit digging, and so he was in that one.
Okay, that's just what I was getting ready to say. There was a gentleman with you I wasn't familiar with, but he has a great speaking voice.
Yes, that's my best friend Garrett. We've been best friends for 17 years, I think now.
Okay. Hey, Joe
Hey, Joe
Dirt.
Dirt.
Okay.
Okay.
So, I also wanted to send a shout out to Mona. She was in the chat. She said, "Hi, neighbors." So she must be in here in Oregon too,
Yes.
but I can't find her on there now.
Yeah, the chat is moving really fast.
But yeah, we don't know a lot about bottles. We try to play like we do, and we try to make fun of ourselves, and we try to put as much information up on the screen as we can when we do the videos. But you know, it takes a lot of extra time,
Thanks, Donna.
and that's kind.
Now I know
Mona
another
says she's so happy to meet us.
another
Go ahead.
channel that does a lot of bottle digging is Depth Spader.
Yeah.
Depth
He's up
Spader
there.
does. Yes, he's got
Yes.
some good
Well, I
videos.
I have watched
metal
big
detecting in Oregon.
I've watched them dig holes and be down in holes you could bury 15 or 20
Bodies in.
bodies down in.
Right? Oh, now that you're talking about that, Tracie has something really funny that happened.
Tell me
to
again.
us.
I was reading what they said.
Remember the time when you were metal detecting or at that place that we're renting, an old place in Central Oregon? And he decided to use his metal detecting. So maybe he don't remember right now,
I
but
don't
he's going to remember. We were renting this old place that we knew that policeman was the original
Oh my
owner
gosh.
of that place, right? So Tracie said, you know what? I should metal detect the area because that space have like two. How big that place was?
1 acre.
No, I think there were 2 acres.
Was it 2 acres?
I think there were 2 acres. So we have plenty of space, right? So Tracie started metal detecting. Can you tell them the rest?
I started metal detecting it there at that property because the house owner had told us that they had put that trailer there in 1960s. And so I thought if somebody lived there in the 1960s, maybe they could have lost some silver.
Or maybe they hide some weapons and money.
Because it was a police
We don't
officer that
know.
lived there. And so we were thinking maybe we'll dig up something and we'll find those guns. And so we're out there digging around, and I go around the house and out in the woods and everything. And I come back, and right next to where our shed was, I thought, let's try right there, because it was a flat area, and I kind of seen the ground kind of sunken in a little bit. And I thought, well, that might be a good place to metal detect. So I go out there and I start going over it, and my metal detector is going off like no tomorrow. Like every inch that I moved my metal detector, it was going off. And we're like, the
And
whole yard had nothing, but this place has this.
And he discovered that all the area that he was metal detecting made like a square shape.
It was like a square shape, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to call Garrett and have him come over with me and start excavating to see what's in there.
We were thinking that he already found that box full of weapons
guns and stuff.
Maybe money.
So I'm out there and Garrett's out there, and we're both trying to dig this up, and we start digging up the sides, and it looks like a big square box. But we started smelling something, and I thought, oh my gosh, maybe somebody's in there. Like somebody was put there or something. So we kept digging, and all of a sudden we smelt really bad stuff. Number 2 stuff.
Yeah, the number 2.
So
that was a treasure.
So that was the treasure. It was actually a sewer.
It's like it was like the what is it called?
Because the landlord, when we moved there, never told us where it was, and so we were out there metal detecting in this one spot that had metal, and we thought maybe there's guns in there. I get down there and start digging a little bit more and clearing that off the top, and I said, "Nope, that is not guns. We got to clear it. Put it back. Put it back."
I tell you what, that was a crappy experience then.
It was.
Yes. But
yes, it was.
At least we have something to talk about, right?
Yes.
Absolutely.
How about you, Rachel?
What?
Have you ever found anything that you really didn't care to dig up before?
Not really. I'm like super picky about my signals, so.
But you find cool stuff. I mean, we were trying to metal detecting nails. Wire nails.
Well, see, I bring this up in my streams a lot, and I know the Clarks have before. Like, we don't in our videos, we don't often show you how many nails and pull tabs.
Yeah. Try to show all the good stuff, but there's a lot of bad stuff too.
Yeah, it's 95% trash.
Yeah,
exactly.
So.
Now that I remember that time we went to Washington. Can you tell them that story? You're gonna hear the difference right now. You can?
Yeah, I can tell them.
You're gonna hear the difference between that funny story that we were telling you just now, and we have another story. Yeah?
I didn't want to interrupt Rachel. I was listening to her. I'll tell them after she's done.
Okay.
That way she has time to talk.
Oh no, I'm good. I haven't really dug up anything that other than aluminum cans that I was like, "Ooh, I need to leave that." I've dug up, window frames. That's always fun. Aluminum window frames.
Yeah. I dug up a piece of metal that holds pipes, like holds it up on the side of your house.
Yeah.
Like if a pipe went up on the side of your house and it has the metal piece that sticks to the wall. Well, I was out. Yes. Well, I found one of those and it was all covered with a whole bunch of rust and dirt and metal and stuff. And so I pulled it out of there. And as soon as I pulled it out, I'm like, oh my gosh, that's a bottle opener. Oh my gosh. And I thought I found something great. I get in the house to clean it up. And that's what it was. Is one of those clamps. I'm like, man.
Now we've never really dug up anything nasty, and I did find. Well, I'm going to say it. It's our live stream, and people don't like it. I mean, but I did remember the butt plug in the parking lot.
He found a butt plug.
A real one?
Yeah.
A real one? Oh my
Yeah, and I was getting ready, Rob, to tell that story on you and Troy when you all dug up the cremated dog and was smelling it, and sniffing it.
Oh my gosh!
I didn't know what it was, but yeah.
Yeah. They licked their fingers afterwards. I'm not sure on that.
Oh my goodness.
That was one of the most hilarious things I'd ever watched. Them going through
that is funny.
Like, what is that?
He's smelling it. I've seen channels smell bottles and they had like a dead mouse and stuff inside the bottle, and I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look before I smell it.
Dig up a bottle and they opened it and I was like, oh, I wouldn't be sniffing that.
You sniff that stuff, you never know what's in there.
Hey, you don't.
Yeah.
You do not know. That's for sure.
No, not at all. Not at all. We did have one, like, we almost were rich one time too. We actually So we went to my cousin's, and they live in Washington, and we went there to stay for a couple days or something, and it was raining most of the time we were there. And so the second day we were there, I had talked to my uncle. I'm just gonna say his uncle because pretty much that's what he is.
Right.
So anyway, we asked him about going across the street because there was an old house that they had taken out completely out.
Let me tell you them. They live in a property that the highway crosses, right? They live pretty close to the coast, like maybe 3 miles.
Really, like they're really, really close to what we're talking about.
Anyway, so the property sits on the side of the highway, and there's more properties obviously on the other side of the road, right? So, can you tell them the rest?
Yeah. So their property is here. The road's right here, and this place that we want to metal detect is across the road, and you can see it from their house. So they told us, well, let me find out because I know the guy that has that. It's his property. And I said, okay, because we wanted to go and metal detect, see what we could find, because we heard about a whole bunch of tales about pirates leaving gold and burying gold, and they lived in cabins right next to where they come in from the ocean and parked. And they got out, go to the cabins, and they would go and hide their loot. Well, we thought, you know what? Maybe we can become rich and we'll find something, So the next day we were supposed to go after we got permission. Well, we ended up going somewhere else, and I found an Indian head penny, but that was all I found. Just one place, and it was like that deep in the dirt, not too far. And
we didn't go because it was heavy rain.
It was raining, so we thought, let's go under the trees because there's no rain. We won't be able to get wet because it was really thick there. And so we got back to the house, and we're like, okay, let's go over there. And then it started raining again. And so we decided not to go. Well, we left, came home, and it was probably a month?
Like a month.
My mom went back to visit him, and she said, guess what? And I said, what? And she goes, well, you guys didn't go over there, which you should have gone over there, because somebody became rich after they found out somebody wanted to metal detect there. So these people went and they leased the land for a certain amount of period. So they went and got this metal detector, like on a big machine, and it goes all the way 4 miles down.
Yeah, but
or
the thing
something
is
like
that,
that.
the thing is that they were actually first. It was a school, right? The school is gone, so there's some remnants of the school. And what we know is that someone went metal detecting with a regular metal detector, and under some pieces of roofing,
like the metal roofing,
they
slats.
found a gold coin, an old coin right there. Wow. And that, I mean, that they
it was 1830s or something, and it was a gold piece, and they found it on the surface, like it had somehow decided to be on the ground underneath that thing.
Maybe it was hiding in the part of the roof. Anyway, so they found that gold coin, and then they decided to lease the place so they can metal detect freely with that problem. So they brought that big machine that Tracie was talking about.
So they took this big machine and they were searching all over the place, right? And they find this one spot where it was condensed. There was a lot of noise there. So they dug down 4 feet. It was 4 feet, right?
Yeah.
About as far how long my catfish was this summer. Anyway, we'll tell that story another time. So we're at home and we're waiting for my uncle to tell me how much they found or what they found and stuff. Well, apparently they found massive more of the gold coins, and in the 4-foot hole had rubies, diamonds, gold, silver coins,
hey David,
all kinds of jewelry.
Basically, they found the pirate box.
Yes, like a big pirate box, like a huge one. Well, if we had gone and actually dug up anything over there and it was silver or gold, we probably could have came out of there with $37,000.
At least.
Oh my word.
We missed out on because it was raining. So now I don't care if it's raining or if it's sunshine. I don't care if it's hailing or snowing. I'm going. That's why on my last metal detecting video it was in the rain the whole time. So
Yeah.
I don't want to give up.
Yeah, but what we learn about that area, because we usually what we do, we look for aerial Google pictures,
Google Maps
on
and
the
stuff.
Google Maps.
Right.
You can see sometimes traces of how old houses were sitting, and we were talking with Tracy about that, and maybe back in the day, all that area was before the freeway was built. Maybe all that area was just like with different old houses.
My uncle owns probably about 50 acres or more.
Mm-hmm.
And just across the street is where they found that money.
Yes.
So can you imagine what's on his property on the other side of the
Wow.
street?
There might be more than one.
We
That's what
actually
I
found
bet.
a couple of cabins up by his house, and so we're going to go back and metal detect during summer this coming summer.
Oh, absolutely. Because I mean, hey, you just don't know what you're going to find.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yep. It's crazy.
No.
Yep.
It's
Don't know till you
crazy.
dig it.
Yes.
Yes, exactly. I guess we should have just dug it up anyway and went and metal detected, but
But it wasn't for us like it was.
it was pouring,
yeah.
man. I kicked myself on my
It
butt.
wasn't meant to be for us. That's what I told Tracy. You know, we were so close, and just because of the rain, we decided not to go. But just imagine just finding all that stuff. I mean, like we're like,
Man, we wouldn't have left home empty-handed.
yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm always talking about I want to have one silver or one gold coin. That's what I would like to have in my life. One gold coin.
I
Yep,
would love to find a
absolutely.
gold coin.
Absolutely.
I just want a
yes.
Jersey copper.
What's that?
I said I just want a Jersey copper.
Jersey copper. You haven't found one? I can't
Not
believe
yet.
all the coins you found and not found one.
No, not yet.
Oh my goodness.
Still looking.
Well, I'll keep my fingers crossed for you.
Yep. Anyone coming into the chat, FG2, we're going to get ready and do this giveaway.
Yes, we
Let's go ahead
are.
and get
Cool.
the giveaway out
Let's
of
give those who need to enter in
Enter in,
hashtag
we'll give them
FG2 for the giveaway,
give them a
and
couple
we're
of
going to get
seconds.
ready and do
Mona's
that.
in Oh, that's cool.
Yep.
So there's a lady in your guys' chat. Her name is Mona, and she actually lives in Portland too, where Plugs for Days lives.
Yeah.
Anyone who want to be in contact with us, we actually have an email address. If you want to get in touch with us, maybe we can go and do some metal detecting video with you guys. Our email is findinggoodies@outlook.com.
Yeah.
If you're gonna write us there and let us know that you wanna get in touch with us, and maybe we can meet in person.
There you go,
Yeah.
guys. Invitation.
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely.
They can email us. They can whatever they would like to do.
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, tomorrow we have a live stream too, and right, Tracy?
Uh-huh.
Do a
Yes.
collaboration.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Tomorrow
Okay,
we're
then.
having a live stream too at 2:00 in the afternoon Pacific time.
2:00 tomorrow afternoon, Pacific time.
Specific.
Pacific
Yep.
time.
Well, it's 5 o'clock.
Pacific time.
Pacific time is going to be 2:00, but it'll be 3:00 or it'll be 5:00 your time.
Yes.
Yeah, 5
Okay.
o'clock.
What was I trying to say? Precipitation.
Yeah.
It was
I'm
participating.
perspiring.
Yeah.
Okay, guys.
That's cool.
Yeah, let's get over here.
We're gonna
and
get
we're
ready
gonna
to do
get
this
ready
giveaway.
All right.
to do this giveaway.
Good luck,
Let's-
everybody. Hey, Jody Greenwood. Thanks for joining.
Yes, yes, absolutely. Oh wow, we got 43 entries. We got
Yep.
36 in the chat.
So let's
Right.
do
Mona,
this.
it will be tomorrow at 2:00 Pacific time.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, and we're going to count it down.
Finding
10.
goodies too.
9,
8,
7,
6,
5,
4,
3,
2.
1. And
Good luck,
draw,
everybody.
and good
Of
luck.
course, if it's someone just recently won, we'll
Well,
draw again. So let's see who's getting it.
tonight.
Jody Greenwood.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Absolutely.
That's
And we will
awesome.
need-
Oh, yes, Jody, we will need you to
I know
send us
she's in
your
'cause I
address.
see that they
And
just
that would
in
be
here.
to, well, it's going across the
Yep,
bottom,
at clarkscovedetecting@gmail.com.
all lowercase, no spaces. And we will get your,
And let us know
yes,
if you want right now in the chat. Tell me if you want. Let me get rid of this.
Yeah.
It's not what I'm trying to do.
There we go.
There it
Let
is.
us know if you want your Prospect for Life sticker or your Pledge for Life sticker, which will put you
Or just send it with your address, whichever you want to do. But
whichever
yes,
one you want of those.
and we'll get that out in the mail to you on Tuesday.
That way you'll be a new cover when we do the new
Absolutely,
covers.
absolutely.
Yeah.
So congratulations, Jody.
Congratulations.
Let me
Yes,
write that
definitely.
down.
And she's gonna actually get one of the Clark's Code detecting.
Woo!
Yep, she's the first.
Yes, that will receive one. Well, yeah,
Yep.
in winning a
Yeah. Let's see.
yeah.
Let me write her name down. Jody
Greenwood.
Greenwood. Okay. But yes.
Finding Goodies left the house. There we are.
Got the glory. Explain how we become members for C4L. Well, right now, because I kind of ended the cover for life for right now.
Put it on hold. Not ended. Put it on
but it's
hold.
on hold. So now, all you got to do is tell me if you want to be a Pledge for Life or a Prospect for Life, and I'll send you that. And then when we do our new cover stickers and do our, which
Yep.
will be cover legacies, you'll be one of the ones that gets
So
that.
just send us your address.
All I need is your address and let me know if you want a Prospect or a Pledge for Life. And
Yep. We'll get that out to you.
Puts you right in there. Really easy.
Definitely.
And again, congratulations, Jody.
Yes.
Okay, I think now we're going to kind of open up this here chat.
Anyone wants to
Have
ask
any
some
questions? I kind of had a brain freeze there for a moment.
Well, I'm going to ask a question
Okay.
that Rachel likes to ask a lot of,
Well,
and that's what kind of gear do they pack with them when they go bottle digging?
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
Other than the essentials.
the other, yeah.
other than the essentials, okay. So I usually take my metal detector just in case. I usually bring my shovel. I do a hand digger that's got 3 prongs on it. They're pretty heavy duty that I get them from Walmart most of the time. And then I usually bring like a towel and then like a spray bottle.
Rob.
So, and then I just put it all in the back of my truck and I go home with that. That's what I bring normally. I usually bring like a little plastic, like a plastic seat kind of thing, so that I can drag it around with me and sit on that instead of the glass.
Now, glove-wise, what type gloves do you all use? You use a non-cutting glove or something that can't be sliced?
Yeah, it's
through?
kind of like what kind of glove could you say that mine is? I just can't remember the
You were
name.
picking those gloves that you can find at the regular store, like gas stations.
They usually have like thick. They're usually blue or they're orange,
Mm-hmm.
and then they got the black stuff on the fingers, on the underside.
I know we use our gloves we got from when we ordered our magnets.
Yeah.
They're a cut proof.
Yeah, I've got stuck with mine a couple of times, like with glass or a piece of wood being really thin and going through it. But other than that, I had no problems with them. As soon as I find out the name of them, I'll let you know. But I haven't used them in 7 months probably now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
We're waiting for that place to be clear. Remember that we were telling you before. I don't know, we did it on the live stream, but Tracie already found a place with someone we know that they have a property in. They're waiting for more rain to come because they don't want to make create a fire because there's a lot of grass in there. So when we have a chance, they actually gonna open a trail and maybe want to start metal detecting or.
he told us when it starts to rain, he'll go and plow us a way down there. But he was scared during the summer because we didn't have much rain here. And he said that he could spark with, like, if he hit a rock or something and it sparks and it causes a fire. He just didn't want that to happen. So now we're waiting for him to do the trail. Once that's done, we get to do his big field and we get to do the dump. The dump is from the 1800s, which the lady and the guy that give us permission is my mom's and her husband's best friends. Okay. And so they gave us permission to go and dig, do the field, doesn't matter, and their yard. But their parents So the lady's parents that was before her, and then their parents. So it's been there for 3 generations.
Mhm.
So, hey, headed to the creek. Did I see him?
Yeah.
Anybody in chat have any questions for Jose or Tracy?
But yeah, people was asking what's the difference between pledge and prospects for us. There's none. It's just a thing that I started saying when I started the Covers, and then we started thinking about people that weren't Covers, and I said, well, I'm going to start calling them pledges and prospects, the ones that's working on being Covers. And then I did the stickers so they could have a sticker, the ones that didn't make Cover, because we're going to do new Cover stickers eventually once we get, I don't know how long the prospect and pledge will go on for it. You know, if it lasts a year or two, and then we'll do the new Covers. So anyone that gets a pledge or a prospect will be a Cover legacy. But the pledge, I just come up with pledge and prospect because I was thinking about Animal House when they're in the sorority, you know, their pledges. And then in when you join like a motorcycle club,
Sons of Anarchy,
and that because we watch Sons of Anarchy, and they're prospects. So how we went with that. But to say there's any status on if you're a pledge or a prospect, no status. It's just something I come up with to make everyone feel part of of our Cover family here. And
exactly.
Yep.
We've been so busy lately, guys. We're sorry we haven't been on your guys' channel too much. Any of your videos and stuff, we haven't been on much of anybody's right lately because we moved into a very, very small room, and we have 2 cats, and we have a refrigerator, and and we're doing our eBay business plus trying to do metal detecting and digging and trying to get all of our stuff packed and sent out, and just been so busy. We haven't had a chance to get on there, and that's why I started this Finding Goodies too, is so that if we're totally busy and he's over there busy on his computer, I can sit over here and make my videos and post them myself when he's busy.
There you go.
Because I got to take time out sometimes because of my spinal stenosis. It causes me to have so much pain in my neck, my back, and I get headaches every day. So dealing with all of that, that's why we haven't been on. That's why we pop in once in a while and try to say hi and try to tell you, yep, we're still here.
All of us here, especially content creators, all realize that it's almost impossible to watch every single channel's every single video.
Yep.
So if you're just, even if you're just popping in once a month, you're still supporting somebody.
Oh yeah, I try to pop in as soon as you guys have videos. I try to go over and at least give a thumbs up, and I try to leave a comment if I can.
Dirt Diggers UK wants to know, what detectors do you guys use? I know you've done said, but go ahead and.
Mine is a Garrett AT Pro, and then we have the Garrett AT 250. I think it's right outside the door. You can check if you want.
Is it yellow?
There's a yellow. That one's yellow, and then my other one's black.
Ace 250.
That's what it is.
Ace 250. That's what it is. It's Garrett too, though, right?
Yes, Garrett.
Yeah, it's Garrett.
Yes. Yeah. We started with the Ace 200 when we got into it. So it's hanging back there on the wall. It's a good
use that.
We found when we got that thing and started, of course, you know, you're just digging every signal you could possibly come across, but we found some awesome stuff with that.
Absolutely,
Ace 200.
we did.
We did.
We did.
And learned it really well. Hey, I still like using it from time to time. If I'm not going to film, just get out and hunt. I'll get it out, put batteries in it, and
exactly. The AT Pro or the
Mona just subscribed to your channel.
Yeah, Mona did.
Thank you, Mona.
Thank you, Mona. He started with the 400.
Oh, okay.
The 250 we actually bought at a yard sale for, I think it was like $20.
Yes, $20.
And we've used it. We've found stuff. Like I said, Mom's taken it to the coast. Mm-hmm. She's had it most of the time we've had it under her bed, but she gets out and she tries to go with her husband, and I try to use mine. Like I made a video out here before it started messing up behind the house because he has lots of coins in the yard. And so I was out there and I felt all kinds of different signals. So I still got to dig up the yard.
Hey, let me
But
tell you what.
my metal detector doesn't want to work though. So
Your yard sometimes can be your biggest producer.
Our yard still,
Yeah,
we get
yeah.
out and hunt our yard still from time to time, and it always gives up something. I've been doing shorts out of the yard here lately. Just found a little button, a little watch right out here where we have detected 100 times, and other people have
And you
detected
still find
hard,
stuff.
but still stuff. It amazes me how little
Yes.
things still are popping out of this yard. So
Yep.
Yes.
makes me wonder still what's under the ground out there.
Yep. Which now we had been detecting curb strips, but now
we're back to the
this
old
past
home
Sunday
sites.
we went back to the home sites,
That video will be out in a couple of weeks.
and that's where we're going
And that's where
tomorrow.
we're heading back to tomorrow. And 'cause
So when you guys talk about, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but when
That's
you guys
fine.
talk about the curbside, when you're doing the strips, how do you know if you can detect there?
we just go to our city ordinances
Yeah.
and looked it up and we typed in metal detecting laws and it pops it right up.
It lets you
Huntington
know.
has no metal detecting laws other than don't hunt on any property that might be a national landmark.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Memorial.
Memorials.
Yeah, you know. Yeah.
Otherwise, the city owns stuff. Anything that's city
On
property
one side of the sidewalk.
is
Yeah.
public property,
Yeah.
and it is free game. No, we of course we've talked to law enforcement too.
But now if someone that maintains it
Because
comes out and says, "Hey, I'd rather you not hunt there," then we'll
we
move
on.
along. You know.
Sometimes we'll
Yeah,
just walk away.
yeah.
If we notice that it's really groomed and really taken care of, we'll just go around it. I won't even bother. And see, a lot of people have even actually had
Busy Digging wants to
Oh.
know, do people ever give you credit?
I was
for
just going to
detecting
ask that myself.
yes.
Hey, I'm going to jump in real quick.
Yes.
And this has been 2 weekends ago or 3
Yeah,
weekends
Yeah,
ago.
when he got after you with the
We
hose,
were
water
detecting,
hose.
and this guy come out and he acted really nice. He had a water hose in his hand, or did he have it in his hand
Yeah,
at
he
that
had
time?
because he was spraying off the
He was
chalk
spraying the
where his
chalk off
kids
the
had been
sidewalk.
writing with
And
chalk.
he said,
on
"Hey,
sidewalk.
what are you guys doing?" And Bob said, "Oh, we're metal detecting the city curb strips.
hunting for treasure.
Hunting for treasure. We'll
Relics.
go do it somewhere else."
Oh,
and
man, he
I
went-
felt the sprinkles from the hose.
Yeah, he got really
He got a little
attitude real quick.
attitude real quick.
Wow.
Wow.
And he was getting ready to fully spray me.
And he was getting ready to turn
But
into a
he
human fountain.
stopped.
I was just going to say something about that too.
Yeah, but yeah,
I wouldn't have
we
let
do-
that happen.
We run into Karens.
We've had the police
All the time.
call on
We had the
us.
police called on
Yeah.
us, but there's no laws against it. They don't understand that. Residents can't understand that they do not own that, even though they take care of it.
Yeah.
And I'm allowed to be there. I can
They
stand
take
there
care of
if I
it because they
to.
want to,
I
not
can
that it's
walk there
theirs.
if I want, but it's best. It's hard to keep your mouth.
Yes.
You have to keep.
Yes.
Trying to
I
move
mean,
on. I know Iron.
Believe me, I know all about that.
Iron
It's
Antler
hard for me.
We had a run-in with a Karen where they had the mayor show up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and who else was it? Anthony from Brooklyn Treasure Hunter.
Yeah.
He did a video where he was hunting in his city park, and I guess she come up and started F this, F that, F you. What
Well,
I love
yesterday, go ahead.
What I love the best is how they'll say, "I don't want to fall in a hole you've dug." Because I've had
People
people
get
tell
really
me,
Well,
nasty.
it's not like
Can
we're using a
legally detect
backhoe.
12
Exactly.
inches
I
inside the
mean,
sidewalks.
I'm not
easement.
going to leave a hole you're going to walk out there and fall in and no one's ever going to see you again.
Exactly. Why would you leave a hole left open?
But yeah,
I would have gotten kicked off
run
YouTube
into
and
them.
sent
It's
straight
best
behind
you just have to,
bars. No way.
grin and bear it.
Yeah, I mean, some
Pretty
people
much,
are
right?
nice about it.
Oh my goodness.
And then some people are just butts. Now
Yeah.
that's just all they are to it. They're butts.
You meet more
great big ones.
You meet more nicer people than you do.
You do. And you do
Yeah.
get permissions from doing
Yes.
the curb strips.
Oh yeah. People will come out and start talking to them, and I'm not the best, you know, that door knocking. I've only done one real true door knocking.
Yep.
But
I haven't done any door knocking because I couldn't handle. Yeah, I don't know if I could do that. Me too. Mom says if I take hers, I'll go and ask.
But yeah.
But I don't ask myself, so we just try to find places we know we can do it. Like yesterday, we went to, I think it was the city hall or something, and we got permission for over in the place my mom lives here in Oregon, and we got permission to do a lower park. So I have that permission. So anytime I go over there, I can metal detect. But so we got permission there.
Mm.
Good deal.
So now where we're hunting at, we don't have to worry about.
Yeah, that's what I said. I love going to the
out in
home
the
sites
woods.
because there's no one there. Well, you're in the
Squirrels
woods.
and rabbits.
So you
Yeah.
know squirrels and
Turkey.
ticks and snakes.
Well, ain't no snakes and ticks right now. Listen. But yeah.
Well, up there where we used to live when we moved away like 5 months ago, and almost every other time I dug, I found either a lizard or a snake or some kind of weird bug or something digging. And one of the videos we just posted not too long ago is like 3 or 4 back, but Mom had called me and said, be careful when you go out there, watch for snakes. And I thought, okay, I will. It'll be fine. I'll be fine. So I go out there and I'm looking around and I'm detecting, and finally I move to a different spot and I'm looking down and I'm, digging in this one spot, looking for marbles and stuff like that. And I had looked over, and when I looked over to my left, there was something hanging in a bush, and it was like facing towards me. And before I could even turn, I started running. I turned around and looked, and it was just a piece of metal that was all coiled up. It looked like a snake. It scared the poop right out of me.
Yes.
Especially since she had already told me not to, to be careful. Jinx me.
Now we've seen a couple of back in March when we were finishing up home site hunting.
March, or was it into April?
Right,
we were into April because I thought, my gosh, we waited too long.
Started getting warm.
It started getting warm, and I seen those 2 boogers.
That was like on one of our last home site hunts that we did, and then I said, okay, it's time to end.
Well,
that.
the morels were in season at that time.
Oh my gosh, those are good.
Yeah, so that was in April. And I said, okay,
time to stop
home site.
It gets cold weather
until
again,
cold weather comes.
Now it's full on.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yes, it
I'm
is.
excited about tomorrow because we're going to actually be checking out
Trying
a
to
couple of
find
new places that we've looked on the map that we're looking at, and there's supposed to be ghouls sitting there. So we're hoping.
We're going to see.
Yeah.
We're going to have a look-see.
Digits crossed on that one tomorrow.
Absolutely.
That'd be cool. That'd be
you
really
got
cool.
any questions for Jose or Tracie?
Yeah.
No.
No.
Come on,
She knows.
Rachel is actually one of the first people that actually
I started
watching.
Right? Yes.
And it was her and Jersey History Hunter. Anyway, we actually started watching them, and they're the ones that got me inspired.
Yes.
Me and Audra, and we were Jersey History Hunters. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And so back when they were try not to get involved in that part.
But they're actually inspired.
But they, both of them expire,
You were the reason that Tracie bought a metal detector.
Yes. I paid $690 for mine. And it was worth it because I got out and I found stuff and did something I had never done before. It's so nice to meet you too, Mona.
Nice to meet you too.
Yes. That's awesome of you for subscribing to the channel too. Thank you.
Yes, thanks, Mona.
But yeah. So they're the ones that inspired us to go and get the metal detector. And then we went to a yard sale, found that $20 one. So
that's cool.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Yeah, it's always good to have a second
hear
one.
that someone that you inspired someone to do something.
It is.
Yeah. And I had already been a digger for a very long time, since I was 17.
I was going to say, how long have you been into treasure hunting?
My mom got me into it when I was around, well, I started like when I was 16, but more or less 17 because I was just still a teenager and I wanted to do other things. But once she got me into it, I wanted to go every day.
Yeah.
And when I was 17 till now, and I'm 44 now.
That's awesome.
So, and she still goes with me. She can't hardly do it anymore because she's got spinal stenosis too. And so, do you guys know what that is? Spinal stenosis?
Robert's mother had spinal stenosis.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, you're lucky, Robert, that you didn't get it because it is one of the worst things and it is very painful.
I struggle with my hands right now. Like tomorrow, after tomorrow digging, I'll be 2 days battling.
I'm the same way.
My hands.
I'm the same way. My hands and my legs and my feet are the things that bother me the most.
It's my hands that I'll wake up through the night and they're just, this one especially will be just aching to the point I just have to get up and walk around, and I'll be up to put a movie in, start watching TV to get my mind off of it. And I mean, the right hand really especially is, I hate.
Have you had your hand checked before to see if you have arthritis?
My mom had it terrible in her hands, and I have my mom's hands. I mean, and so
Luckily I have my dad's, but my mom's has really bad arthritis, and I have rheumatoid arthritis in my left leg and my hand for the most part. And so I feel your pain, believe me.
I went and had them looked at. The first thing they want to tell me is, "Oh, we need to start cutting on you."
Uh-huh.
No. I'll suffer through
My mom
it.
got hers done, but I don't know if I can. I don't want them to mess with my hands.
No.
You know what I always wanted to ask?
Yeah.
Jose, ¿hablas español, sí?
Sí.
Yeah. No hablo español. No comprendo nada.
No habla?
But I understand what you're saying. You did great.
You did a good job.
Yes.
He always catches me. I try to say something. He's like, "No, we gotta say it like this."
Hablo un poco.
Yes, I'm from Mexico. Muy bien.
¿De dónde estás?
Oh.
¿Dónde estás?
I think you're trying to tell me where I'm from.
Yeah, ¿dónde estás? Right.
No, that means you could say like ¿de dónde eres? That means where are you from? And where you are is ¿dónde estás?
Yeah.
If that's the question, and that
¿De dónde eres? Yeah, ¿de dónde eres?
¿De dónde eres? Yes, that means where are you from? I'm from Mexico. Soy de Mexico.
You're from Guerrero, Mexico.
Yes. I moved to the States like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Yes.
Guerrero?
Guerrero.
Yeah.
That's the south part of Mexico.
South part of Mexico.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I've only been to Nuevo Laredo.
Where?
Nuevo Laredo.
Nuevo Laredo. Yes, it's like New Laredo. That is the north part of the Mexico.
Oh,
yes.
okay.
Right over the border.
Yes.
I've been there.
What's your favorite Mexican food? What do you like the most?
For snacks, I like taquitos.
Yes.
Really good.
I like enchiladas.
Yes.
And,
Not so much.
Not so much. I don't like the red sauce, but
the spicy.
Taquitos mostly. Taquitos, poco pollo.
Oh, we just had pozole the other day.
Yes.
Yeah.
You guys know what that is?
No.
So
it's like a hominy made soup with pork and chicken.
With hominy.
Ooh, I like hominy and pork and chicken.
Yep.
Yes, it's like a soup.
Anytime if you ever hear a pozole, get green pozole.
Yes.
Green.
It's green because of pumpkin seeds.
Yes.
Okay.
You know,
but it is the best kind.
Okay.
I'll probably make a lot of people mad, but I don't like tamales.
No?
Tamales? Don't make me mad. I like them.
Well,
it's okay.
It's a preference. Like I always say, Tracy, you know what? When people say, oh, that food is amazing, or some people say, I don't like that kind of food, it's your personal preference. So all those TV shows that when they make food and they bring it to the chef, and the chef says something like your food is bad, it's because he don't like it, but some other people might like it. In this case, you don't like tamales.
I don't like them. I don't like the taste.
I like them when they taste like corn. They have some that are with corn, and it tastes so.
Or maybe the texture you don't like.
No, it's the flavor.
Now we're talking.
Now we're talking, Shane.
Connie Barnes said Nuevo Laredo is a scary place. It was scary when I was 30 years ago, 40 years ago.
Okay. Habaneros and choripollo, that's what they say.
Margaritas
yes,
for sure.
That's my favorite.
Every time we go to a Hispanic place, I always get margaritas. I love them.
I drink my margarita up in a martini glass with salt.
Oh my God.
Oh,
I'm craving that one.
Now we need to go get one.
Fruit tamales are the bomb. Yes.
What is it?
Fruit tamales.
Fruit tamales. I don't think I've had that yet. That one yet.
Yes,
so
they make
explain
different
fruit tamale. I mean, would it have like apples, peaches, cherries, or a
no? You know tamal. You know what is a tamal? The tamale, right? It's corn dot, steam in it's like you make like a
steamed corn dough.
Yes, exactly. So the tamal is just basically that. You can add flavors or fillings to the dough. So in some cases, it's just they put lard in it, so that's the main flavor. Mm-hmm. You can add chicken with green sauce, so you can
chicken with green sauce are my favorite.
Pork with the red sauce. Those are the most basic tamales. And the fruit tamales, I bet those are the ones that you can make with the dough flavored with pineapple. Those are sweet ones. Or I've seen some made of cheese. Some of them are made with prunes. So those are sweets. I think those are
like the
fruit
sweet ones,
tamales. Yes.
I know Leanne said
pineapple and raisins. Yes, you're right, Leonard Crawford. Thank you.
Pineapple and raisins.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We used to have a catering business, and when we had our catering business, we were catering to parties and birthday parties and weddings. And what was our highest catering? What was it?
Like for a wedding for 250.
250.
Wow.
We catered. And it was one day, one afternoon, and they got us for 3 hours, but we had to get there early to set up and then get there late, taking everything down. And so, yeah, we used to cook all that kind of stuff.
Texas tamales brand are great as well. There we pineapple tamales. Interesting. Yes.
I can tell you a funny story if we're going to talk about food from, below America, Central America. Actually, Mexico is still on the North American continent.
Is it?
Yes, that's what I told Tracy. The from Guatemala, Mexico, United States, and Canada. If you go to geography, you will learn that it's the North America, basically the three countries, including Alaska, right? But it's part of the United States. But the rest of the continent is South America.
So growing up here, I grew up in New Jersey. And I mean, there's some Mexican restaurants, but not the amount we have now. And so tacos was Old El Paso. Okay, crunchy tacos with some ground beef and
Tex-Mex,
fried
Tex-Mex tacos.
Yeah, that's stuff you buy in the supermarket. So when I went to Nuevo Laredo, when I was 14 when I went there, we went to a restaurant, and the only thing I knew was tacos. Right. So the waitress comes over and I'm like, I'll have a taco, beef taco. She brings out a tray that's about 3 foot long and it has piles of stuff all over. It has piles of lettuce, a pile of tomatoes, pile of onions, pile of this green stuff I'd never seen before. And then strips of beef and corn tortillas. And I was like, well, I don't really like corn tortillas. I do like the wheat ones better, but I looked at this tray and I'm like, what is this? I'm expecting this little crunchy shell, all dripping grease and some shredded cheese from the supermarket, and I didn't know what to do. And the green stuff was guacamole, but I never seen guacamole. So I was like, what is that snot on my plate?
Oh, oh my God.
I eat avocado now. It took me years to want to eat it, and I eat guacamole now. But for years, I wouldn't eat it because I always thought about it looked like snot, so I didn't want to eat
Oh my
it.
gosh.
Yes.
I was like, "What are they serving me in South
Oh,
America?
my
What the heck is that?"
Yes.
But that
We
was
actually
my,
make avocado dip. We
yeah.
actually make a really, really good
Mhm.
avocado dip.
I actually took
I've
the
made some
cooking
interesting
classes.
things with avocados.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
I've made
Yep.
I've used it in place of mayonnaise on a sandwich.
Yes.
Um,
You can make even souffle avocados too.
I made
Souffle.
They're
brownies.
green ones. Yes.
I made brownies using avocados.
Yes.
What?
It's you
Yeah.
basically the avocado is fat.
Yeah, you
plant
use it
fat.
in place of the oil.
Yes,
He's messing with
exactly.
my brownies.
Okay.
And you don't know you eat that brownie, you don't taste avocado unless you didn't.
No.
If you don't puree it enough and there's a chunk of avocado, that'd be
Yes.
different. But
Yes.
you puree it really good and then use it in place of the oil. You don't taste it, and it's healthier.
Wow.
It's good for your heart.
Yeah, it's basically fat, plant-based fat. It's like a butter. If you get one that is ripped, and you just eat it like a butter.
Wow.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Would
stuff
he-
you can do with avocados. You'd be really, really impressed. I've done a few of the recipes using them. So
Before I met him, I never ate avocados. I never ate any kind of onion anyway at all. Never at all. And when I met him, he says, "Well, why don't I blend it so that everything is blended and you won't have that texture?"
Appreciate it.
And so, yeah. So now I
Yes.
can eat it because he blends it all together. The garlic and the onions and the whatever else he puts in it.
A lot of
Yeah.
stuff.
You'll have to send us the recipe.
Oh yeah.
Right?
what, for the brownie?
Yeah.
Well, that one too, but the one with the avocado dip.
Yes, we made an avocado dip. That oh my god!
You make it
it's
with
fresh, everything fresh.
a little bit of milk.
Well, the recipe I'm going to tell you, you can watch it. Maybe you can make it later. It's one avocado that is ripped. You blend it with a piece of onion, clove garlic. You put salt, pepper, a little bit of cilantro, and chicken bouillon, right?
Yeah, chicken bouillon.
Like a spoonful of chicken bouillon, and then you put milk in it, and then you blend it.
Blend it in
Okay.
like one of those NutriBullet kind of things.
Yes, the more blended it is like creamy stuff, and you can eat it like you will love that.
It's not going to be chunky, so when you get it on your chip,
Yes.
it's just going to be a layer of it on your
Yes.
chip.
Sounds
But
really-
I'm telling you, it's good.
It's really good.
Yes, really
does
good.
sound real good.
Mhm.
I'm
It
getting
does sound good.
hungry,
Yeah.
like Mona
Right?
said.
I know. I am too.
Yeah.
How about, do you guys like crawdads?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
You've had some of those before?
Yeah.
Well, I caught over 200 of them this year.
Mhm.
At this really cool place that we get to go. But anyway, I've actually done crawdad tails and used it for Alfredo,
Yes.
and had it that way. It's like shrimp, but you get to go and catch it. You don't have to buy them.
Yeah. That would be good.
Yeah.
That
You would
be-
try it?
Yep.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
telling you, it is to die for. It is really, really good. Really good. What about you? Did you like it?
Yes, it's good.
I
I like
made
the
it for him.
crab.
He
I
liked
mean,
it.
it's like a mini lobster from the river.
Yeah.
It's little
Yeah.
tiny things.
I usually keep the pinchers and the tail. Oh, it's getting late.
Yeah.
Oh, it's 6:43. Well, I hate to do it, but dinner's done and we've got to run.
We
We
understand.
understand, guys. Now we're ready to say we're going to get.
I tell
ready,
you what, we were going to exchange addresses.
Just-
Go ahead and send it to clarkscovedetecting@gmail.com,
Yep.
and then we'll
get some stuff.
we'll
to
get
you.
some stuff to you guys.
Okay. Yeah, I'll send you guys an email either tonight or tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Sounds
And
great.
anytime you want to have us as a guest, just let us know. And
We'll
can
come back and
talk
talk
about
to you
different
guys.
stuff.
It's been
We
fun.
have thoroughly-
Yeah, it was a good time.
Yes.
A blast.
Yes.
Evening.
And
Thank
again-
you,
Sorry you
guys.
didn't get to talk much, Rachel.
That's all right. I'm a little tired today anyway because I didn't go to sleep. And Slash
I was
had a
wondering what was
tummy ache
going
at
on.
4, so
Oh,
and then I work all day. So
Thank you guys for
And
being
also the invitation is for you, Rachel. Anytime you want to pop up on our channel, or you want us to invite it to your
or
channel,
call
I'll
let
us.
us know
have
in
you guys
advance.
on one day. You know, like
Yeah, you should.
Yeah.
yeah, well,
Thank
We
you.
would try to do that with you guys, but we haven't figured that part out how to do it.
But now we
Yes.
know.
Those of you not familiar with Jose and Tracie, go over and check out
'em out,
Finding
please.
Goodies and Finding Goodies 2. Give them a
Thank you, Deanne.
sub,
Thank
thumbs
you.
up, view.
Absolutely.
Let them know Clark's
We
Cove.
appreciate you guys very much.
oh,
Thank
you,
you.
Mona.
Thank you, guys.
Well, I'm going to
Yes.
knock you out of here then, guys, and let you all
Y'all
go.
have a good
Okay.
evening.
And thanks for being
Yes,
You guys have a great night. Good night, Rachel.
Thank you.
Good night,
Thank you,
Tracy,
everyone.
Jose.
all
Thank
have
you
a
guys
good
very
you,
much
man.
for everything.
Yes, happy Thanksgiving.
Yes.
You guys too. You
Thank
guys too.
Thank you. Awesome.
And of course, those of you that are not familiar with Jersey Ray Diggs, Rachel, go over and check her out. She has a live stream on Wednesdays at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time.
And then she's
She
part of-
premieres on Fridays.
on I Dig
Yeah,
I
but I
Dig
missed this
Friday.
Friday.
Yes,
Yeah.
we know.
My
Now, what
I
time
had
do
a
you
message
usually-
Juice in the morning. I was like, look, my computer's like, what is that thing that you just put in the side of me? You know, this little thing here.
You're welcome, Leanne.
And it wasn't recognizing it. So I was like, I didn't have time this week to try to figure out. So I was like, I could do a 15-minute live, but I don't know what to talk about. And he was like, oh, or you could take the week off if you want. No big deal. You know, I was like, all right.
Yeah.
Speaking of taking off, guess what we're
next
gonna pull?
Saturday, because of Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving
We're going
weekend.
to take the weekend
Yeah.
off for Thanksgiving. So even though
And the
Thanksgiving
following
first-
weekend is the opening of my show.
Okay.
So I
Okay.
may not, you know, like if we get a bad storm or there's not enough people that book to see it, we'll get
Right.
canceled. You know, you'll know by 4 o'clock.
Okay.
Because I'll
Okay.
know by 4 o'clock. So it's just 3 Saturdays.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good. I told Robert, I said, I think Rachel's got something coming up.
Yeah, we just
Yeah,
performed.
you were saying
Yeah.
something about that. Yeah, but yeah, that's fine. But yeah, we're going to take this Saturday
This
off.
week.
For,
I mean, we're not going to do anything special. The weather is cold, but we
kind
know
of for
it's
Thanksgiving. You
it's
know,
it's
some people
family
do
time,
stuff
and
over the
you all don't want to
weekends,
hang out with Clark's Cove
But
over
then we'll be back,
Thanksgiving weekend.
and we got some good stuff
How do you
coming
know
up.
they don't want to hang out with you over Thanksgiving weekend?
We've got our 3-year anniversary coming up next
Yes, we do.
month, and then New Year's Eve's coming
You too,
up.
Olin.
So,
Happy
yeah.
Turkey Day to you.
Yeah, but
Thank
we're
you,
gonna
Mandy.
let everyone get out of here for the night.
Yep.
And get whatever they want to do. I'm sure there's other live streams going on. People want to go
Stuff
over and
going
visit
on,
and watch videos or watch
You're
a
welcome,
movie. You guys are great tonight, man.
Absolutely.
It's been a great night.
It has been.
Yes.
Here we are going on 10 o'clock, and it just seems like we just started.
So yeah.
Yep, absolutely.
And we've got our premiere tomorrow night, which kicks off at 6 o'clock
Yep.
with Metal Mike and Persis.
Yep,
Then Team Lynch.
yep.
And then Clark's Cove Detecting, and then Hot Dog Digs. So
Yep,
hopefully,
at
like to see
7:30.
some of you guys over there tomorrow night,
Yep.
starting at 6 o'clock.
Yes,
I'm going to try to pop in when I can, but we have rehearsal tomorrow night.
We understand.
we understand. Absolutely. But we're going to let you guys go.
Yeah, Rachel, if you want to hang out in the back room for a few minutes, or if you got something
Yeah,
you
I
got
had
to
that
do.
for a few.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to boot you off, and then we're going to say goodbye to everyone.
Yep.
And
All right.
We'll see
Night,
you later.
everyone.
All righty, guys. Covers, Prospects, Pledges. Thanks for joining us
Yes.
tonight here live from the command
We have
center.
thoroughly enjoyed it, as
great-
always.
Thanks, Busy Digging. Your
Yes.
comment was great, awesome.
You too, Shannon.
Glad to see your channel is growing. It's our
Absolutely.
pleasure to do what we could for you, and we'll continue that support. And we'd love to have you up as a guest.
Absolutely.
Just get a hold of us. We'd love for you to come up, spend an hour and a half with
Yep.
us, 2 hours, whatever you want. Talk about your channel. So just get a hold of us. We'd love to have you up as a guest.
Absolutely.
We done talked about it.
Yep.
So yeah. So
Absolutely.
get with us and let us know. And if you're not coming, you want to do a test run, we can always do test runs
Yep.
and make sure everything's working okay. We've done that with a couple of other channels. But we're going to get out of here, guys, and we're going to go detecting in the morning. We're going to
Yes,
be out.
we are. It's
back
going to be
hitting the home
cold.
sites. Yeah. 30.
I'm taking chicken noodle soup, and
and
if I can
cocoa.
find a second thermos, we're gonna take cocoa.
So, but yeah, be sure to join us
Yep.
tomorrow for our premiere, Digging Sundays. See how it goes.
Yep,
And everyone have a good night. If you're out hunting, may your finds be gold and silver.
absolutely.
And like we always like to say, if you lose it,
we find it.
and we'll see you guys on that next good.
Cover finds.
Thanks for joining,
Good
everyone.
night, everybody.
Have
We
a
love
great
you guys.
weekend and happy Thanksgiving.
Yes, happy Thanksgiving.
We'll
Eat
see
lots
you
of
all
turkeys.
in 2 weeks.
See ya.